Right, hello everybody. I see a few people have already filtered in to the chat. Welcome to GTI GFG Cast Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Today we are casting Halo 3 soundtrack versus GCDD, which I believe stands for Gubcord Dota Division, one of the great names of the tournament. I'm joined by Mark Obnot. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Excited for the games.
Yeah, it should be good fun. We don't have too much intel on how this one's going to go, I don't think, because from what I looked up before the games, before the cast, obviously, GCDD haven't played yet, so they are yet to play, and Halo 3 soundtrack lost 2-0 to Wogan's Wizards, but I believe those games are very close. From what I've seen I watched a little bit of replays today. They looked pretty close games. So I think they were unlucky to come away 0-2 for that one. So yeah, should be an interesting one. We'll see how the teams do. My cat is currently walking in front of my keyboard, so we will see what's going on. Okay, she's going. Cool. We should be safe. Should be safe. Right, so yeah, we're just waiting, I think, for the lobby to fill up. I think everybody's in, so it's just picking the bits, and then we should be good to go. And we can crack on. I got a little thing with the team lineup, so I'll just flick to that for a second anyway. I think I recognise a few of the players from each side. I think Falcus is a fellow caster as well.
Yes.
And we played against GCDD in the Masters, I think, so we have a little bit of knowledge there, but not much. They were new to that tournament as well, so.
I recognise Vesper as well.
Yes. Yeah, Vesper. So, should be good fun. Yeah, I can flick to the old group standings as well. That's it doesn't really give us much other than what I already described. But Halo 3, 0-2. We'll need to bounce back on with a dub today. We'll do them the world of good, you would say.
Yet to play. Team playing today.
Team they might be. You know what? They bloody well might be. Let's see. No, they're not playing. Ooh, no, they're not. They are playing. When are they playing? I can't see them in there at all. Not ideal.
Maybe they're not playing.
Who knows? Anyway,
we'll see.
I think everybody is ready to go now. They're playing tomorrow.
Okay. Great stuff.
Great news. Cool. Draft is ready. We're cracking on. Let's
go.
Let's do it.
Anything you're looking out for today? Pick-wise.
Well, in terms of the tournament itself, the most contested hero is Clockwork so far.
Okay.
But it's been banned 10 times. So it's been contested 15 times and 10 of those were bans. So
let him play.
There's not a lot of love for Clockwork, but so I would expect that to be involved in some way, most likely. In terms of like heroes that actually get through and get picked, we're looking at Luna and Venge are probably the two most picked heroes. So those could be heavily contested because I think they're just not not necessarily in that range to ban. Luna a bit more. Luna tends to get banned a fair amount, but Venge tends to slip through because you ban other heroes or you target ban people and then Venge slips through. So
it's not good enough to warrant a straight up ban a lot of the time.
Which is crazy because it is pretty good. It is pretty good.
Becky's ban.
Although, according to what I've got here, it's only got a 28% win rate when picked Venge out of 7 games. So
Oh,
Not the greatest. Yeah, Techie's ban is interesting.
did Gubcord have a resident techies player?
Well, Gubcord have banned Techies, so I presume it would be Halo 3 that they're afraid of.
Oh yes, sorry.
That's all good. It's the other way around. So
That sniper. They don't want any of that. Whatever those things are called. They're the same race, aren't they?
are they?
I think.
Listen, I know nothing of the lore other than what Braxy has told me, so I have no intel on that one. All right, so interesting bans, and not banned a lot of what has been, I would say, most banned throughout the tournament. And the first pick, Dazzle,
not
is
particularly meta.
interesting. Dazzle, interestingly, 100% win rate off of one game. But 7 bans, so
it can only go downhill.
Yeah. 7 bans. Oh, I looked up actually. So the hero that has 100% win rate with the most games is Slardar. 5 games played, and 100% win rate. So that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Actually.
Pretty good. Pugner, however, I don't know. I don't think I've seen. There must have played Pugner already, right?
I thought we played against a Pugner the other day, didn't we?
No, that was a practice game. No, Pugner, this is the first time picked or banned, Pugner.
There you go. We'd love to see that.
That's one off the list, lads. Good job. We'd love to see it.
Is there many? Oh, there must be quite a few in the list still. It's not been too many games.
Yeah, I mean, ignored heroes is obviously less, but I was surprised to see some like reasonably good heroes in the non-picked section. From memory, Beastmaster was in there, for example. Omni Knight as well. Beastmaster's still in the completely ignored heroes category, actually. As we see Shaker and Void.
Interesting that Halo 3 soundtrack banned the Legion.
Yeah.
When they've got a Dazzle on their team.
Yeah. I think there's also I don't know how well each team knows each other. So there may have been some research going on. There's Clockwork, so that's its 16th.
There's your Clockwork.
16th thing, and Hoodwink is another one as well.
Yes.
That is
great hero.
This is a favourite of Halo 3. But the hero has 33% win rate, 3 picks and 3 bans currently. So.
No axe ban either.
No, against the Dazzle. There was a shout from chat that it could be a mid Dazzle for Duck T, which I would love to see that. That would be amazing. So let's keep our fingers crossed that was right. But also, at worst, the flex pick to be like, oh, we know we can play this guy mid, but also there is.
I thought the days of Dazzle mid were over, but
no, apparently not. But there's always the chance it could still be pos 5, so you never know. Bristleback, okay.
Oh, that's rough.
Bristleback.
That is rough. A bit weird into Pugner, I guess. It just kind of turns around, does it?
Yeah. Interesting interaction, I think, there. Yeah, just looking to see. Shadow Demon, now this is another contested. This is actually the most banned hero of the tournament, Shadow Demon.
GCDD picking up the elusive hero so far.
Shadow Demon has been banned 11 times, and the teams that have banned it have a 54% win rate. So when you ban it, you're likely, more likely to win, apparently.
That's flawless statistics.
Yeah. See, if GFG just followed these statistics, there's no way we could lose. Except often in these tournaments, we've been the ones dragging down the win rates of good heroes. And these now they pick really. They know what they want for the carries. Lifestealer, Wraith King, straight in.
Well, that's tricky because I like the Wraith King pick.
Yeah.
But Lifestealer is quite good against it.
Yeah.
I feel like those two clobbering into each other, 1v1, just kind of both live.
Yeah. The late Kunka ban for Halo 3 as well.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. Is it a mid they're looking for? Is it Pugna mid?
10 seconds.
Is it
Well,
Pugna 3?
yeah, it's got. Well, no, it's got to be. Oh, I don't know. I say it's got to be like I know, but I actually don't.
No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's got to be. Unless like
They're banning
Clockwork
mids as
3 or
well, so
something.
they think the Dazzle is a support.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't know about this mid dazzle play, then you're gonna get caught out here in case it is. But
Yeah,
10 seconds.
or it might not be.
I had assurances from Plague in the chat that it is 100% mid. So
100%.
100%.
That's bold.
Not even, not even the classic cover that the all companies have, 99.9%. You know, you got
100%.
straight in.
If it's not, I will never believe anything
Yeah.
Plague says again.
If he passes it up, I'll be very disappointed because he's never getting it again. Fair.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ah, Puck, yeah, Puck.
Puck,
Puck.
man.
Yeah, they still do think it is a mid, obviously, for Halo 3. I mean, Puck is nasty, but they, I guess, what they don't know is they're probably limiting their own mid options, providing that's what they're looking for. But I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
I think the Kunka ban is more of a POS 3 ban, isn't it, rather than. But I'm struggling to place the lanes of GCDD at the moment. I don't know where this Pugna's going. That's.
Yeah, both of those could kind of go either, I guess. I'm not sure if you can really play Kunka mid anymore. But
Yeah.
I'm worried a little bit about the lack of stun on Halo 3 soundtrack.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point.
They have one.
10
Yeah.
And it's not, not guaranteed stun by any means.
Especially with like the catch you have from Shadow Demon, Wraith King, Clockwork.
Yeah, there's a lot of control with that.
I do feel.
I'm guessing they're just going to run the bristle back in and
Yeah.
say, "Come at me."
Yeah, well, the ones doing the initiating, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah.
The Dazzle has a nice slow, but I don't know. Just don't know, Jeff.
I do think that there's also you want more. I know you got Wraith King, but you want a bit more frontline from GCDD.
Yeah, I think they're maybe
then-
lacking a tiny bit of damage as
Then
well.
does it just get shredded by Bristleback, and potentially also how does it do against Dazzle in the lane if it's a mid as well?
Yeah,
Probably not well.
yeah.
It could be mid Pugna. That is a good shout as well from the chat. The truth is, I don't know. I don't know if I.
Hey, listen, I
how
said
much
it could be mid-Punkner ages ago.
Oh, there you go.
You gotta keep up.
I'm always behind. It's still 2016, right?
I don't know if Pugner does enough damage anymore. I've not seen Pugner in quite a while.
We did play against one.
Science Whiz Ben has said, as a mid-Pugner lover, it's so shit.
Ideal.
So,
That is ideal, actually.
maybe it says everything you need to know. Well, they're
running
leaving
down
it to
their
the
time.
last
Yeah, they're running down
3
their
seconds.
time. Arc Warden.
Oh my goodness!
Arc Warden. Okay.
Wasn't expecting that one.
No, neither was I. That is the first pick or ban of Arc Warden in the tournament as well. So.
Now listen, Plague. If that Arc Warden goes mid,
Viper. It's an art of mid Arc Warden seductee. So.
Oh.
There's a lot of hate for Arc Warden in the chat right now, and I completely agree.
I couldn't agree more. Fuck that hero. But
Ugh.
in equal measures, fuck Viper.
Yeah, that is true, but you could say the Viper is in the reply reply to the Arc Warden. Right, good lord.
Oh, hang on, let me see if I can set up a predictions thing.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Great news.
10 seconds.
They've actually spelled their name wrong. As it's called Dota Division.
That'll do. I think they know. You could just go GCDD.
That's what it says on the thing in game. That's what their name is.
Okay. God, I forget how long bloody prep time takes in a normal.
Yeah. You can
Play another game in this time.
Gotta get prepped.
Oh yeah.
Load
Right,
up
get
a
your
quick
predictions
turbo
in
game.
for game 1.
Who are you siding with, Scott?
Oh, I don't know if in good faith I can side with an Arc Warden, so I'm going for Gubcord for this one. I'm not out of any belief that they can win necessarily. I think they definitely can.
Hmm.
The truth is I don't know, and I'd just rather go against the Arc Warden, so I'm going to go for for Gubcord for this one. What about yourself?
Well, my thinking is, as much as it pains me, if you pick Arc Warden, it means you know how to play Arc Warden.
True.
And if you know how to play Arc Warden, then you generally win the game, because fucking no one plays against that shit. So I'm going to side with Halo 3.
We got a split decision here. I
It's-
think that's
it's-
fair for these two.
Pretty split.
Let's have a look at the teams then. I need to change the old thingy. There we go. And I need to get the old last hits denies up or whatever it is. That's the one. Right. Let me run through the teams. So on this side for Halo 3, we have Duck T on the Arc Warden, Crazy Ads on the Hoodwink, Falcus on Bristleback, Vesper on Dazzle,
Just 30
and
seconds now.
how do I say this name? CEO Jizz X Hand. Love Honey. That's a nice sponsor actually. On the Lifestealer. And then for the side of GCDD, we have Gub Stargazer on the Pugner, Bean Machine, which we love to see. On
That's great.
The Wraith King, Skullbastard on the Clockwork, MeepoOnAHorse, not on Meepo, not on a horse either actually, on Shadow Demon, and Maddy on Viper. Both teams happy to just take the runes at the start of the game. No engages happening.
2 for 2.
Lots of Iron Branches purchased. And normal Dota things happening. So we'll see.
Let the lanes begin.
The challenge. We're good? Okay. Let's see what we've got. To be honest, I don't know what to expect from any of these lanes, so I'll try and keep on my toes and not miss any kills.
What have we got? Arc Warden versus Viper.
Yeah, so it's Pugner 5 with Wraith King in the top lane versus Dazzle Bristle.
Oh, it's
then
Clock 3.
Clock 3, yeah.
Right.
I don't know about Clock 3, I won't lie. But we'll see how it goes.
Well,
I think that's where it used to be played, but this is a long time ago. A long time ago. Back when Void used to be an off-lane hero, you know. Good times.
I think they're just a little bit squishy. I'm not sure if Clockwork's beefy enough, but I guess it's Wraith King, so that makes up for it. I'd love to see him go Axe in this game.
Yeah.
And then just carnage.
Viper Arc Warden lane.
Who wins that?
No one. Dota loses, I think. Dota loses. No. We will see. I'll go there occasionally, but I don't know if there's actually too much to be had there.
Arc Warden's getting a bit of damage in.
Yeah, it's the old traps. Top lane, Vesper getting some damage dealt. Yeah, actually I didn't think about that in the draft. Actually, they picked Bristleback into the Pugner that can cause you some problems with the old zaps from the ward if you're not on it.
Shouldn't
If
be
you play
too bad.
Bristleback
Though.
like
It's only,
and you like to press
only
your buttons.
35 mana, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
It's not.
But if you like to press your buttons like me, you get caught out by it sometimes. It's just I literally spam it and make him
It's
shout
just
at me.
Turn around and spam.
Very true.
Trigger your
Big
spray.
damage coming out in this top lane again. They
Going
go
deep.
onto the Bristleback. Bottom lane. I did
It's
this
the
first
classic. The classic.
Why do they have to go in both lanes at the same time? Lads! Shadow Demon
If only
goes
we
down.
had like the production value of replays.
Yeah.
Need the.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, or little picture-in-picture that you get at the old pros.
Oh yeah.
That's all nice. Pokemon Ward place in the middle of the lane, so that will be farmed.
Oh, do you know what would be ideal? You can have like the three split lane, 3 on a screen thing.
Oh yeah, that they have at the start. That is ideal. That would be ideal, actually. Actually, we only need 2 lanes. I'm not looking mid. I'm not looking mid.
We still have it split, just black it out, blur it out.
Yeah, blur out the 2 mid heroes. Okay. Yeah, so good damage being done on this top lane. No kills yet up here.
Yeah, they got the dazzle to heal them up, so.
Yeah, it's
you would have
interesting. It's
thought it
kind of
shouldn't be
a 5 hoodwink is very interesting as well, actually.
too. Yeah, I like a 5 hoodwink. Or deep on the dazzle.
Oh
He
god,
goes
I'm
down.
missing them all. We're back top lane.
Could be a trade for the Pugner. Yes. Oh,
Oh, they could have. Oh, might have been able to get the
too many
bristle
stick
as well.
charges.
But-
Oh, it's got 1 actually, straight away.
And
Oh!
this could be a trade back.
That's
Oh,
dangerous.
Damage. 1 more. 2 more. 1 more.
Oh! Nearly got him with the quills as well. Nearly everyone dead in that lane.
Bean machine opens up.
Oh, and it's the Shadow Demon bot. Facing him down. 1 more click.
Oh, but the stuns
Oh!
with the clockwork.
Clockwork
Keep him
saves him.
alive.
Let's go.
Yeah, walks away. Quick glance at mid lane. Oh yeah, they both on basically the same HP. Nothing doing.
Nothing's happened. both level 5. Pretty even.
Yeah, Arc Warden's got quite a lot last, like 10 more CS, but pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
then. Seems to be cooking. I find the hero so hard to lane against anyway. I mean, our level
It's
of
just-
Dota, it's just so ass.
I mean, it's one of those things, like, if no one ever plays Arc Warden, so you're not used to playing against an Arc Warden ever. And if you're not used to it, it makes it so much harder. It's why, another reason why when new heroes are introduced, it's that extra bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Deep onto the Wraith King here,
Yeah,
he's taking a lot of damage.
Got to be
but-
careful the trade doesn't come back onto the Dazzle, but they do get out in the end. Might be some follow-up. Oh, Dazzle's really toying with their lives at the moment. It does have the Shadow Wave heal, so it should be all good at the moment.
There is a Lotus available.
Yeah, don't want it. Bristleback goes down, bonked by Beam Machine.
Oh.
And now the rotation of the Viper will come. to
Viper coming in for a free kill.
will chase down Vesper on the Dazzle.
Got the slow.
And eventually... Oh, the
Oh,
Grave!
the Grave!
But I think the poison stacks will be enough for
The writings on the
Vesper
wall.
to perish in the end. Meanwhile, bot lane, A little bit of action going down. Cogs was dropped, but nothing doing. Arc Warden got a bit more space in the mid lane now. After Maddy made their way top.
Continue to push that advantage a little bit.
They're going on to Clockwork again,
Oh,
but the latch misses.
Gone on the Shadow Demon bot.
But they got Shadow Demon instead.
And they get in this time.
Just about.
Oh yes! The cogs. Not quite enough.
Almost. Almost.
Clockwork doing his utmost to keep his friend alive. I feel like Bristletop was just falling into that trap of, you know, when you played a Bristle game and he's gone late game and you feel really tanky. You load into your next game and realise you're not as tanky as
you were at the end of the previous game. Yeah, absolutely. Dazzle in a bit of trouble here. Ran under the tower to try and help the Bristle, but has been caught out on the other side and will go down. Pugner taking the kill on that one.
Yeah.
Falcus also very low on the Bristlebacks. Needs to be a bit careful.
Going pretty well for the Wraith King.
Yeah, had a good start. Had a very good start, and we'll get Falcus again here.
What's that? 3 kills. 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0-2. You take those. You take those. That's a good start for your plus one for sure.
That is nice. Level 6 already?
Yeah.
What can Arc Warden do? Get their team back in this game a little bit.
Now
Viper
Maddy,
coming in bot.
yeah, makes.
He's gonna find the life stealer.
Damage out. The rage will help.
Rage does help.
Needs to be careful. Oh, just hops. TP cancelled as well from
Yeah.
the support.
Hero dead. Not gonna gain much. Viper back mid. Arc Warden's come top with a smoke and a regen room. Who are they gonna try and get here?
They're looking onto Pugner for the Arc Warden.
Pugner.
Oh, the
Pugner
damage
is the chosen
from that Arc
one.
Warden is crazy, and now Beam Machine needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
And will do so.
TP
nice
out.
TP out. Just TP, lol. Lovely stuff.
Bean machine.
It will allow them to get this tier 1. Bit of early map movement.
Yeah, Arc Warden still managing to stay ahead. Even against a flippin' 302 Wraith King. I'd be pooing my pants. Lots of heroes bottom.
Yes. Like GCDD rotate 4 in, but it's actually the Hoodwink that gets the initiation. But Lifestealer in big trouble now. Gets hookshot on. Not sure that was entirely necessary, but takes him down all the same. Kills
That's all
secure.
not able to get the grave
Now they
out in
rotate
time.
the Bristleback +2 in. So, oh, lovely Hoodwink latch again, and the bounces from the
incredible.
Acorns were huge. Gets a double kill for Hoodwink. Will they be able to get the cleanup? Oh, just taken by Vesper on the Dazzle instead at the end. Nice three kills on the old rotation, the counter rotation after that. Nice pick off on the Lifestealer. Not ideal to lose your Lifestealer, but still good to get something out of the fight.
And we're saying the lack of stun is concerning, but if you're going to hit bushwhacked like that, there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
That was great stuff.
Popping off.
And there's actually so much slow. I don't want GCDD to be in this game so they run at you and you can just stop them from getting away. Especially on the Viper who's slow already.
Yeah, top lane, the carries are throwing hands.
Brawling.
They've rotated Pugner in
Wraith
as
King's
well.
got backup coming in.
Yeah, so Lysa does need to be a little careful. And
Coming in as well.
yeah, doesn't look like anything will be doing. They were going to rotate Clockwork through the portal, but we'll stay down here now and try and put some pressure on this tower, you'd think. And they, in fact, rotate bot themselves. Oh, and they're going to catch out the Bristleback who's just come here to farm the lane. And now we'll be faced with 3 or 4 heroes.
Arc Warden in the back line.
Onto the Arc Warden, traps him in, and now Maddy is dealing damage to this Arc Warden. And the Grave comes out at the perfect time.
Lovely
It's
Grave.
But it still go down. The Beam Machine goes down the first time. Falcus needs to waddle away now, but it's dealing damage all the time. But will also go down to Maddy. Double, triple kill for the mid Viper. Huge fight for GCDD. There was lots going on. My brain is struggling to comprehend. As Pugner heals up Beam Machine on the Wraith King.
Arc Warden just way too deep in there on his own.
Yeah, good spot from the
kind of got caught out. He needs to be. He's sitting behind a little bit, I think. Viper will like melt you given the opportunity.
Yeah, this should be a dead hoodwink. As maneuverable as the hero is, you're throwing wards where the rest of that team just retreated from. So we'll go down. No bushwhack.
Listen, we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all done it. Link pick up on the Viper. I respect that. Bit of mobility is nice.
Yeah, so Armlet Wraith King at the moment. Yeah, Blink Viper. Otherwise,
helps him keep up with the clockwork a bit as well.
Brace is knocking about, but not much. Midas for Arc Warden, obviously, the double hero. Otherwise, no crazy items yet. Just and not a huge lead for either side at the moment. Very, very close, despite the kill delta.
Yeah.
GCDD
calling out the Life Stealer. They're gonna go from the portal and run towards him. Will he have any idea that they're coming?
You would imagine not. Oh, they don't know.
His team are sitting around in the area.
They're going.
The little rocket flare that comes out, I think it may have caught.
Alright, oh, the hookshot lands on their own support on the Shadow Demon, and now the Wraith King is in a bit of trouble, needs to walk away. Clockwork may go down on this front line. The damage from the Pugner is enough to bring the Bristleback low, and will pop eventually, but at what cost? To go down. And now, Pugner healed up so much from that, but it does eventually go down as well. And now Wraith King doesn't have the second life, so will also perish. And the Viper is here, but too late. And outside of this,
doing work.
Dazzle has to grave themselves, which is not ideal, but they do all survive. And Dazzle still goes down all the same. Maddy, wicked sick, 7 kill streak lost to the to the Dazzle of all people.
To the Dazzle.
It always goes to the support. And that is a gold swing. That is a huge gold swing.
Yeah.
That's a significant lead. I was just saying about a lack of a significant lead.
Yeah, just the core's not dying.
That swung quite a bit.
That's a nice fight.
Yeah, it was a little bit disjointed from
yeah,
GCDD.
they didn't get the initiation they wanted with the clockwork getting cucked.
They're also kind of warding. Someone was warding here. Clockwork was here.
Yeah.
Obviously, a hookshot landed on their own support. Wraith King was up here. It was all too spread, I think. Just like when you
took them a second for everyone to focus in.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit miscued. Just like, are we going up to push the top tier 1, or are we, actually here to try and find the Lifestealer and fight, or take a fight in our jungle, etc. So, because they're all so split. Perhaps, I actually don't know if they had vision of the Lifestealer anyway, so maybe they're just coming in to farm because they didn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They caught. I mean, they saw him in the lane beforehand, but then I think once he was in the jungle, they didn't know where it was. And I mean, you would assume he'd run away, but
yeah. Switch the old net worth then, as requested by the chat. There's your Arc Warden.
It's in quite pretty.
Midas.
Smoke on the Arc Warden, the Dazzle here. Gonna go hunting.
She made fucking bang.
Not sure who they're gonna go hunting for.
Rarest coil just followed.
There's nobody down there.
Yeah, not gonna find too much.
Got their eyes on this bottom tower, I reckon.
They actually circled pretty accurately where they think they are now. They found nobody down there.
Yeah. Take the last of the tier
appreciate
ones.
the follows, those who are following me. The beans jump scares me every time, so I appreciate that.
A little bit of pressure on this bot tower. Don't think they're going to defend it.
Yeah, it's Arc Warden things as well. Just a second
Oh
here.
man. Jump onto the Lifestealer mid, but the Rage and the Infest on the creep, and he's out.
Look at this guy go. He's off.
he's blocking his own camps. Great stuff.
Right, TP mid from the Illusion. Removes the Pugna ward, but no follow-up. GCDD will back off by the looks.
Radiant should look to their top tower. Dire's bottom tower.
Pretty even here.
Yeah, it's very close so
Oh,
far.
there's 2 on the Pugna.
Yeah, Pugna has been caught out. Needs to give it the old runaway.
I don't know if they can kill him.
Clockwork comes back,
Bristleback's in
turns onto
trouble.
Bristleback. Oh, the Bristleback, the damage now for Bristleback could be huge, especially with the the Grave coming out as well. And now the Arc Warden is in on the backlines too, and this could be Beam Machine going down if not careful. Actually, they want the Viper
Maddy's
instead.
in deep on like 3 against 3.
Beam Machine comes in to try and help with the Reincarnate. I think that's probably why they changed targets. They thought, actually, we'll get Viper because Wraith King will just come back to life. No need to kill them twice, and we can get the Viper, which is a more valuable kill at this stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with the damage the Viper does without.
No,
you know,
I'm not sure if that was worth it for them. Definitely not in terms of gold, but
yeah, I think.
Bristleback just being a touch aggressive.
I thought for a second the Quill Spray was going to kill the Pugna anyway.
Yeah,
it was
the
very
healing
close.
is just too much. Got within a few, 100 or so HP, but
Yeah, glide
quite
there for the Arc Warden now. What's Bristleback? Bristleback going Ags. Pretty critical item. Has it online now. So now point his back towards the enemy. Fire those quickfire quills. Wraith King
both
going.
teams quite settled to just farm.
Yeah, MKB
Wanna
first
force
major item on Wraith King. This is interesting.
KB, what's that to deal with?
Is that to deal with the
Oh,
magnetic
yeah.
field?
It will be to deal with the Lifestealer who's about to pick up Radiant.
I see. Yes.
I would have thought.
That makes sense. Does the... God, it's been ages since Arc Warden. Does this give you... No, it just gives
The
you bonus
magnetic
damage
field.
now. I swear it used to give you evasion when it was at its most broken,
I think it.
but I don't think it does.
I think it does. Yeah. Don't know, mate. No.
Listen, I no.
Someone in the chat will tell us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. There's 2 versions now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so it does if you pick the other version.
Right. Okay. Great news. I thought I was going insane. I'm sure that was what I used to do, but then, like I say, I'm still stuck in like 2015 or 2016 or whenever, when I was even
But I
worse
mean-
at Dota.
Either way, it wouldn't really affect Wraith King because he's a melee hero, so you just walk into it anyway.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true.
So I would guess it's for.
Yeah, it will
Radi-
be. You would imagine they'd know the
Well,
lifesteal.
it's not a slightly odd choice, but
It's a no, yeah. So not like a.
it's not a bad item. So. I would have gone, maybe Deso or something instead. But
Or your own radiance.
yeah.
Although
that.
maybe the passive that damage onto the bristleback might trigger the.
I would imagine Arc Warden picks up some evasion later. So, yes, in the long run, it's all right.
Smoke up from a few of Halo 3's players sitting around the lifestealer in the mid.
Yeah,
Maybe trying to
baiting
bait
him out.
as they look to maybe put some pressure on this tier 2 in the mid lane. GCDD rotating over the supports at the moment, and the Wraith King goes in onto the lifestealer.
Nice reactions from the
Yeah,
Lifestealer.
great rage there to dodge the stun from the Wraith King, and now the follow-up damage comes from this Arc Warden Illusion, which is doing absolute work. Just does such a nasty amount of damage with so little.
So little commitment as
Exactly.
well.
It's crazy.
Just send it up. Worry about it.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Viper with the Yasha and Kaya as well now. Sees the Lifestealer top. I wonder if they still want to try and get this Lifestealer.
Yeah, they're bringing friends in.
Yeah, no.
And
Oh, a little bit from the
he
Viper,
misses him.
but a little bit of a delay, and now the rage is off, but the damage is still huge.
Yeah, he's
from
got
the
his
Viper.
armlet toggle and he'll find a creep.
And the Clockwork comes in.
He'll need to run.
Yeah, they've rotated heroes in here on the side of
Oh,
Halo
no.
3, and now the fight is turning. That burst
I'm
from
gonna
the
get
Lifestealer was
rinsed.
huge, and now
And the Viper's down, and
now
this
it's
is
time
trouble.
to get
I
out
don't
for
know why they're coming
GCDD.
in.
Time to
Get
get out.
back over the high ground.
Clockwork will get got in the end. Did have the jetpack, but didn't quite manage to get out. As soon as the Bristleback and the Arc Warden were there, it was time to go. Now they're hanging around a bit close. I feel like they're gonna. The first thing they're gonna check is if you're in there. Time to get back. 6k lead now for Halo 3 as well. That was a 2k swing in that fight, and the kills are even. But it's this Arc Warden, and now the Lifestealer has pulled away a K of gold from.
Look at the sea of couriers coming in as well. That's the item.
Yeah, that's a one fight right there. Look at this. It's the,
Items acquired.
the fleet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Pugna getting caught out down here.
Yeah, we'll decrap and
We'll
walk
manage
away.
to get away.
Well, comes back in.
Ward's
needs to be
down,
Very
so
careful.
it's not good.
Just let-
Bristleback. Oh, a little bit deep.
Yeah,
Stepping up.
they're rotating back in again. They want to try and defend this tier 2, but it's going to give them free high ground. Nice damage onto the Bristleback. Will go down, but suck in the end.
Lifesteal's managed to
Hookshot
save
misses
himself.
And I think they're happy with that.
Is under attack.
Just to defend their tier 2. Managed to do it in the
Yeah.
end. So credit to GCDD for holding the tower and picking off the Bristleback in the end. Big damage coming out.
Got them the old, gave them the old go away.
Also a reminder to the Bristleback that they're not invincible, which is always a necessary thing for the to do to a Bristleback. Otherwise they will just keep running at you. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like Sanjay Yasha now is next up for the Lifestealer. Oh, top lane. Oh yeah, Roche. Are they going bot through the portal? No. Are they waiting for Roche? No, TPing. Are they TPing?
Are scanning for enemies.
I cancelled. I think they're waiting for Roche to come up to this top lane.
Bottom tower is
As it will be in 5.
Yep.
And that will be a nice
Yeah,
grab for
goes.
them.
Stomping. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll trade their bot tower for it.
Yeah. And need to be careful they don't lose a little more. Although, I think the benefit of that is that Halo 3 don't have much idea that it's going on. It's not the fastest I've ever seen, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's still early. Still early days.
They have to think something's up now. Well, definitely now. So if you don't come to defend your tier 2, I guess it's not that surprising. You can probably let it go.
Yeah, onto the Viper as well, which is nice. Ooh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And I think they will trade tier 1 for tier 2 here.
Yeah. Well, they could maybe push
Top tower
further on.
Yeah, so mech for Pugna now as well. Ags
No.
on Shadow Demon.
middle tower.
They're smoked up and they're running in.
Yeah, they got the Aegis.
Oh, Gordon's found the Clockwork. You gonna
Now
get
it's a
picked
race
off?
against time for... Oh, Clockwork's
Oh,
actually...
he's come back.
I think he's trying to bait them towards the rest of the team that is
Yeah,
rapidly making
his
their way
team's
in.
coming in.
Here we go, set up for the fight. Blink in from Beam Machine onto the Bristleback. Gets some good damage. Oh, that's a Hoodwink, sorry. Gets the big damage out. Arc Warden getting got on the back lines by the Pugner, but now
Big
Pugner
trouble.
steps up too far. Clockwork hookshot onto the Arc Warden at the bottom.
Lovely
Doesn't quite get the kill, but the rest of his team has gone down, and so does Clockwork in the end.
No. Aegis is down, but Viper managed to get Blink away.
And the Beam Machine's still doing work on this Wraith King. Comes back for a second
Got
life.
a second life.
Doesn't have
Is it gonna
Blink
be
up for
enough?
the second life, so we'll just have to try and
Yeah,
walk this one off.
They don't want it. Arc Warden's too low. They need to.
The Clockwork
get out of
buyback
there.
as well. Now a 9k lead. And still even on kills, but only all 5 going down for GCDD, but for the Wraith King and the Aegis that's prevented that from being a team wipe.
Yeah. Not the best. Again, a little bit of a weird initiation, a bit split.
Yeah.
Between the Hoodwink that was up front and the Arc Warden in the back. Nearly got both, but ended up getting neither.
Yeah.
And I think the lack of vision there as well. They're running up high ground at night time. They had Clockwork running about, but it's not
Yeah.
enough. Especially when the Radiant have got so much vision up there.
Yeah. It felt like a very like we said with the previous smoke as well. That they seemed to get caught this time on the Clockwork, last time on the Wraith King, and then it was just a very fractured fight after that. I think the thing that will help them is to just prioritize. So obviously there was a little bit of priority put onto the Arc Warden, who eventually did escape.
Yeah.
But you wonder if you want to prioritize that target, especially with like you got Blink Viper, you got Hookshot, like then prioritize the target. But like everyone's got to be on the same page about what that's going on. I mean, on the ones like the Blink is used by the Wraith King, for example, onto the Hoodwink at the start of the fight. It doesn't have it to then. If you want to burst down the Arc Warden, you really need to burst him down to stop the damage. Fight going out now in the jungle. Lovely damage onto this Bristleback, who will get graved
The
up.
Hoodwink gets cut again.
Does eventually pop all the same, although this could be Beam Machine down and dead without the Resurrect not coming back. And this Arc Warden up on the cliff is doing mondo damage from up there.
The illusion.
That's huge. Trade
Get
Bristleback
there.
for Wraith King, and GCDD will back off now, but they are 10k down.
Well, I think that's a good fight for them.
Yeah, I would agree if
Bristleback's not really the target. He's not had too much impact.
Yeah, now the Arc Warden will jump in, tries to get the Shadow Demon, damage out, decrept up and saved, but now Shadow Demon save as well, but now the Lifestealer is just in the base. Although broken up, counter damage coming out,
he's
a
taking
huge
big
damage
damage.
from the Pugner, and the SD gets out in the end. Now the Clockwork hook shots onto the Arc Warden, but I think you want to just take what you got.
Shield rune, is it? Yeah, shield rune meaning that he could blink away.
Yeah, now gets a...
That's so different. If he manages to break that barrier, he has 71 damage left on it. Stop the blink.
Yeah, much better fight though, and a good turnaround as well. That was really nice from GCDD.
Huge,
and
huge for them.
I think also just a little overconfidence from Halo 3, because I mean you're walking up high ground still without.
Lifestealer forgot he could get stuck up there, you know.
With 4 heroes, yeah, and the break was really nice onto the Lifestealer from the Viper, I think as well. Just sort of walked into damage, and the saves were pretty clutch too. Shadow Demon save was nice. Pugner heal and damage was really nice. So yeah, much better fight. And I think also, I guess that also contributes as well. Like you've got the benefit of them running into you, so it's very easy to prioritize what you need to prioritize because you've got say only just a
Lifestealer. There's one in your base, and there's others that aren't.
Yeah, and you need to save your heroes and attack there. So we'll get a tier 1 out of it as well.
Yeah, I think what GCDD have going for them is they've got all the tools. They've got the break. They've by far got the damage to kill all these heroes. It's just lining everything up properly. Could have take their tormentor down.
Yeah. And what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's strong a little. Now it is going down. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I think, yeah, I don't actually feel like if you're GCDD right now, I don't think you feel like you're 7k gold behind, because I don't.
No.
For me personally, if I'm playing Viper or Wraith King here as an example, I don't feel like you need that much to do a lot with those heroes, which is part of their benefit. Is that if you're a bit behind, you may not even notice it. Not to mention that a good portion of this net worth, probably half of it, of difference, is the Arc Warden, who has Midas and 2 fucking heroes. So yeah, I think it's yeah, you probably don't.
I think their main issue is at the moment is Clockwork is struggling.
Blink in onto the Bristleback. They're going to try and bring him down real fast to break it out. Nice heal again and
nice
save the Dazzle. That's a brilliant Graves, but still will pop and go down. Hook shot onto the Dazzle in the backgrounds as well as the fight starts in the middle. It's just the illusion.
Stun from the Hoodwink.
Huge damage from the Hoodwink now as well. Wraith King does have the second life. It does have to be very, very careful that they don't pop.
Dazzle broken now. Gets the Grave off.
He will eventually fall, and it could be the Hoodwink as well. Although the Decrep onto the.
Oh my goodness! It's a huge turnaround.
Yeah,
it's a great fight for them.
The Wraith King couldn't initially hit the Hoodwink because the Decrep from his own Pugner was stopping him from hitting. But Pugner, to be fair, tanked the Hoodwink ult to save the Wraith King's first life. So.
He didn't even lose his first life.
No, because the shot from Hoodwink hit the Pugner, literally tanked it instead.
Get down, Mr. President.
Exactly. And now I think they're looking for Roshan, who has not yet reappeared. He should appear here, but he has not yet. He's got 2 seconds until he can respawn, and then another minute or so until he.
They didn't manage to take down either of the cores.
Yeah, they're too big.
Which kind of sucks. But
yeah, Ags on Lifestealer now
they need to
be
careful, because that's an AD on Lifestealer too. It's a lot of damage. This Pugner is going to be...
Blink, counter blink onto Duck T. Oh, lovely Grave again from the Dazzle. It is huge. And the stun from the Hoodwink, but the Arc Warden does still go down without buyback, and now Lifestealer on the side though, getting the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will also perish, and now they turn onto the Wraith King. First life popped, and Lifestealer will probably mop them up now. Bristleback using the quills to slow them down, although needs to be careful don't get bonked themselves, and do eventually perish on the Wraith King. And now Lifestealer hops inside the Bristleback, and Dazzle gets the kill. Very nice. Well deserved for all those graves, honestly. What a grave once again. I mean, the Arc Warden does go down in the end, and I think that's the difficulty against the Viper and other like tick damages, that they do just tick out at the end because they have no time to heal, but it keeps them alive long enough to get all of that damage off. So huge fight.
Yeah.
Another 2k swing back the other way.
Brought them back to where they were a bit.
Yeah, Dota still favouring Halo 3 at the moment, but it has been higher. It has been higher. So as they now move up to Roshan atop, just looking at the items through. This Arc Warden has Bloodflow and Gleipnir now, as well as Blink. As the
Shadow Demon's
fight breaks out. Yeah, Shadow Demon in big trouble. This
Clockwork being very bold.
The world's longest TP. Nice cogs to trap them all in. And big damage out onto the Bristleback. Shadow Demon survived for ages.
Actually getting hoodwinked down.
They don't have their Wraith King at the moment, so they need to be careful. There's big damage out onto Clockwork. Buyback from the Bristleback as well. And now Clockwork will go down. I think if you're GCDD, you want to get out. Although Clockwork buyback, but has no TP.
Slow on the Viper.
And now the Viper.
And he gets Gleipnir.
Lovely 4-staff, but just the wrong direction. Just a touch. And now they both get Gleipnir. Pugner going down, getting very low.
Oh no.
Will go down.
Disaster.
That is a disaster for GCDD, and that would be the Roshan now. 9k advantage to Halo 3.
Yeesh.
And yeah, that was a dominating kill streak from Maddy onto, I believe, Duck T gets the kill as well. So not the ideal fight for GCDD. Getting caught
far from it.
by the Roche pit, and
Roche going about down a bit quicker now.
yeah, for sure. No one's picked up the Aegis, actually, just to prove they can get it.
Managing inventories.
And Lifestealer walked away, and turns out Lifestealer was having it, so that'll do it. And now, once again, the couriers make their way, their migration for the season up north.
Yeah, Lifestealer got the Ags now, so you can just jump inside the Wraith King. And that's what, like 5 seconds of disarm. So brutal, that. So brutal.
Right, and now they will push. Viper will be back up for the defense. Pugna Ward down as well.
Commenced.
But they should spread through this tower pretty fast. That's nice
Pugna
damage onto the
aggressively sucking.
Hey yo, nice damage out onto the Bristleback, but just heal it straight back up from the Dazzle. And now it needs to be careful. Clockwork managed to trap the Lifestealer on one side, disarmed and broken.
Nice disarm.
Hook shot down onto the backlines. They're trying to
disrupt the Dazzle.
Trying to disrupt the Dazzle. Can they kill this Lifestealer? Even if they do, it's only his first life all the same. We'll still have buyback.
Go down.
And gets into the it's inside.
And they're backing, but I'm
use
not
it
sure if they really need to.
I think it's just
still got Aegis.
A little
They've
bit of
still
a
got
reset. They got
need
the
a bit of
tower.
health on Bristle, and you're good to go.
Yeah, the game is starting to get away from GCDD a touch here. Yeah, difficult fight all the same, because you had your Viper coming in late after the previous fight.
Yeah, as I say before, the Clockwork not having the same impact as the Bristle in these fights.
Yeah.
Just not being able to connect with the hook shots in, like they're obviously not making the jump.
Yeah,
a lot of the time, so it's difficult to make good use of the hook shot.
Yeah, I think that their idea is correct. To be honest, like the jump onto the Dazzle is nice, but you have to have the follow up from something else. I think one thing we saw in the previous game we cast, if you remember, is like I think we had like there was like a Centaur. It was like 2 blink heroes basically. I think it was like Centaur DK, and basically they just both blink at the same time on top of one target, and just like stun, and just trap them in. And so like, you kind of need that on if you're gonna try and like burst the Dazzle, for example, so you reduce their sustain. You got to like, I guess get like Wraith King. You get like Wraith King.
I mean,
Clockwork
they all
on top
have
of them.
blinks. They all have blinks.
Yeah. If you can get that onto the Dazzle, which is difficult because you've got these huge lads in front, you've got the Bristleback and Lifestealer in front.
They're going to catch the Lifestealer.
And that
is
is
going to
be huge. Oh,
they see him. Do they see him?
Surely they see him. Oh, that's a lovely rage.
Yes.
But the cogs will try. You'll have to drop the cogs to trap him in. He does. The break is out. But oh, the hoodwink. The 3-man.
Backup's out.
The 3-man. Lifestealer will go down, but it is still the Aegis. The illusion getting graved by Dazzle will eventually pop as
Wraith
well.
King in deep, takes down the hoodwink.
Yeah, on the
Going to
back
start working
lines.
on the Bristleback, but he's getting separated from his team now.
Yeah, and needs to back out. The rest of the team are out of there. The Arc 1 illusion survived because it got graved by Dazzle. I thought it was going to pop after the grave wore off, and it still survived. I was like, bloody hell.
Prime target. Don't want to lose. Don't want to give that gold away.
That was another good fight. GCDD. That hoodwink bushwhack was huge. The 3-man bushwhack, crazy.
Yeah. Great stun. Lifestealer very confident here, going.
Now Shadow Demon in big
in.
trouble. Disrupts themselves, and now they hook shot onto the Dazzle. See, now they've double blinked onto the Dazzle, and Vespa has to grave
Figured it out.
themselves instead. Bristleback goes down on the
Bristleback
other
down.
side, so there was no save for the Bristleback.
Lifestealer's still there, and he's on his own now.
On his own.
1v4.
Maddy will have to be careful, but the break comes back out, and now the grave is back up from the Dazzle, who's
It's early though.
wandered back in, but it is early. But they will be able to get them away now. Oh, the stun back onto
Lotus.
themselves with the Lotus was huge.
Yeah, just not got the lockdown. The lack of stun.
Yeah. But that was the
Oh, no,
right,
wait, that was
right
the wrong
kind
team.
of idea, I feel, from GCDD, was to make the Grazzle...
Yeah.
The Grazzle? The Grazzle grave themselves. Naturally.
Yes. Yeah.
The Dazzle
They
grave
need to take that
themselves.
down, that Grazzle. You got me
You're
saying it
doing
now. They need to take down that Dazzle.
Yes. Yeah. Or just like, yeah, literally make them grade themselves, and you're in. You're basically in. Because that's the bristleback would have been daved. Fuck. This will go wrong.
Right, and breathe, and breathe.
Right, I was sip of Pepsi. Anyway, the bristleback would have been saved there if Dazzle hadn't graded themselves in the end, so it was well worth it. I see there is one BKB in this game, as pointed out by the chat. The Beam Machine is the only one with a BKB.
Listen, it's a rubbish item. It sucks. All it does is give you spell immunity.
Yeah, that is definitely awful.
Honestly, what a terrible effect that is.
Viper has BKB.
Let's go.
2 BKBs.
Tormentor goes down again. That's a nice shard to pick up. Want to cleanse it is some well-needed healing.
Yeah. Still a very even game. I know there's a 16k advantage, but it feels like it can still topple quite quickly. Again, you have to factor in this Arc Warden's net worth. Still quite an advantage even so, but...
Yeah. Yeah, no racks down yet, so... Looks like our teams are going to run into each other here.
Yeah. Yeah. GCDD retreating as fast as they can.
Lifestealer is so confident.
Almost gets the open weeks out.
Really feeling himself.
Yeah, so Roche, 50 seconds until it can respawn. So we'll see. Because now Halo 3 control quite a lot of the map. They might look to, I don't know, sort of squeeze them into their base and then take Roche. But Lifestealer's walking up high ground. We will get hit by the Beam Machine. They are now retreating. The damage coming out from the Pugner as well. But Clockwork is in big trouble. Gets 4-staffed out.
Needs
and now
help.
The heal from the Infest comes out from Lifestealer. They kill the Arc Warden Illusion and manage to get away on one side. But
Bristleback's in trouble. He's broken.
But again, the heal comes out. But they found the Lifestealer on the other side, and now Maddy switches targets.
Oh no, they go. They leave him.
Oh, it does go down in the end to the tick damage from the Viper. And now on the other side, Falcus is very low. Bristlebacking into the... Oh, the bushwhack is huge again from the Hoodwink on this side.
Oh, the Rave King beating down the Bristle.
And on the other side, the Pugner. Oh, and the Grave again onto Duck T.
But Rave King's there.
And will eventually, you'd assume, go down. There we go. 6 kill streak. Hookshot misses. Can they get this chase down?
Yes.
They certainly can in the end. And I think the Hoodwink eventually TPs out and goes bottom lane. Good fight for GCDD.
Huge fight.
Very much needed. They lost the Viper, but they gained 4 heroes, including the Arc Warden and the Lifestealer. Huge result.
6k swing. 6k swing.
Bloody hell.
That's massive. That was such a long fight.
Yeah. They lost the barrack for it, but well worth it.
Oh yeah, well they're pushing tier 2s now. They're quick, they can maybe, you know, threaten the high ground potentially.
Try and force a buyback on Arc Warden maybe?
Yeah.
Especially with this AD on the Wraith King. Gets
gonna run out soon, but damaging. Gonna
no buybacks coming out. Glyph coming out now. It's Hoodwink and Bristleback.
Hope. There's the
They
tower.
want a whole lane here. This time coming out. They've got to be careful. Lifestealer is back in 3.
Careful.
Now
There's only the 3 of them there.
Now might be
and
time
now
to go. Lifestealer TPing in.
And I think this could be trouble.
This is big trouble.
I think they've stayed too long.
Trying to heal up. That means he becomes a target for Lifestealer. Gets chased down. The Axe. Rave King for Axe. is huge because he can now just heal and still
But it
do
is
damage.
Wraithing on his own. The blink out is lovely.
That's nice, but it didn't. Clockwork had no faith it was going to come off because Clockwork is now being offered up as a sacrifice instead, and will
I
go
think
down.
they're fine with that. You know, the Wraith King is definitely worth more.
Clockwork has become a POS 4, whereas Pugner is
He
now a
has.
POS 3.
Yeah, it's quite a sad.
AC for Wraith King as
state of
well.
affairs.
Just having a look at the items again. Yeah, Crimson Guard and the old Clockwork as well. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's sticking around too long.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really, it's not.
Now need to be careful because they're pushing in their mid lane, and
Have this
they don't-
incredible
they
ward in their base. If they're going to use that.
won't- Yeah. They will most likely lose this tier 3
This is
and
why Arc Warden sucks, man.
possibly a lane of Rax as well.
Heck is that? They can't fight. They can't. Not without all 5 of
Yeah,
them.
they need the Pugner heals quite significantly.
Too risky. 5 needs to not be caught. That would be hugely terrible.
Alright, 2 lanes of Rax down for GCDD, but definitely not out of it just yet. Seems crazy to say, but definitely have the potential to come back as we have a brief pause.
It's fairly even. Fairly even.
Fortnite Battle Pass. And we can take a breather, so I can learn how to say Dazzle Grave. Dazzle Grave.
Not Gravel Dave.
Dazzle Grave. Doesn't help that our Dazzle player is called Dave. So,
It is honouring him.
yeah.
Oh, I think Gubcord are in a tricky spot now with the 2 racks down. I think they can't make any more mistakes. They need to win every fight from here to stand a chance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they have the capacity to push into Megas.
Yeah, it definitely becomes more difficult to do. But I guess, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very difficult. This Arc Warden in particular is causing a lot of problems. I do think if they have like a slight bit of, like we said earlier, the bit of target prioritization will really help in the next in the fight to come. I think if they can get this Dazzle down, then it's huge. But the difficulty is you still have Hoodwink causing issues with the Bushwhack, and that just like completely ignores all the damage from Bristleback Arc Warden. I mean, it's not like they take long when they choose a hero to burst. It does not take them long to bring them down with the Wraith King Viper
they
combo.
can really,
So they just need to
beams them up.
decide who is causing them the most issues. Is it the Dazzle because of the healing and the saves? Is it worth targeting the Bristleback even though like how much damage is that already doing? Or is it worth just like trying to jump on the actual Arc Warden and bring them down?
Yeah.
If you even can as well, that's the other.
I think
other
they're always
issue.
going to be saved by the Dazzle. It's just so tricky. They know they're doing the Roche, but I'm not going to
Yeah, it will
contest
not
it.
be contested.
It's got an Aghanim's Blessing on it as well.
That's nice. Where does that go, do we feel?
Arc Warden?
Yeah, Arc Warden.
So,
Spark Wraiths to spawn a new Spark Wraith after impacting an enemy.
yes.
Oh no.
It doesn't go on forever. It only happen once, but once is enough.
Yeah.
Once actually is too much.
Yeah, I would say more than enough in this particular case. But there we are. Okie dokie. Right. Yeah, what they really need to avoid now, GCDD, is getting caught outside the base. They lose a hero, it becomes infinitely more difficult. Yeah, there's the buyback status. They have all bar clockwork, so that will help. Oh yeah, Maddy just about blinks out. That was close.
Ye-
So, yeah, now high ground defense is the name of the game. Use the advantage.
That's it.
33 to 33 kills though, by the way. 50 minutes into the game.
It's
A
close.
nice brawly game for us. Right, at the crep and start.
Everyone has buyback clockwork on GCDD.
Yeah, the Arc Warden Illusion is in, as well as the Lifestealer. But the Lifestealer is very deep, but then on the backlines, they've jumped in onto this Dazzle. This is their target prioritization. They want to bring the Dazzle down, starts graving themselves, but now the Viper is taking way too much damage. And the Wraith King Ags comes out, but is already going to go down. But we'll have
Dazzle
buyback.
lived.
Dazzle did live through all of that. Instant
Dazzle's
buyback
still
from the
alive.
Viper as required. Now the Grave can come out onto the Lifestealer, and the Reflect from the Lotus Orb as well reflected the Wraith King stun. This Lifestealer cannot, they cannot kill him. They need this Viper to stay alive. This huge damage coming out.
Kill the
Break is
Dazzle.
out again.
The Dazzle's just freely casting spells.
Yeah, and now Maddy must retreat. Has no buyback. Meanwhile, the creeps are in the base on the left-hand side of your screen, and
Lifestealer's not going
Lifestealer's
anyway.
still
got
alive.
the
Another
infest.
grave and an infest into the Dazzle. Gets out basically scot-free. They don't get the tower. They do get damage on the tier 4 and on the tier 3.
Yeah, 3 buybacks.
And the gold advantage
rough.
just keeps increasing.
Yeah, it was rough since the start when they can't take down the Dazzle.
Yeah.
It's
Again, they
tricky.
needed probably one more hero. I think it was just Viper Clockwork. It managed to like hook shot on, but they need like the hook shot stun, and then they need to follow up with the Wraithling stun, and like the bonk, and then just like try and burst him down before he gets the grave off. It's so difficult. I put it so it sounds so simple, but it is so fucking difficult. So I understand completely why it's not coming off, but especially when on the other side they had the Lifestealer was here in the base, like so deep in the base with just an Arc Warden Illusion. And it's like if you could do that fight again, maybe you just wait for the Lifestealer to jump in and try and like burst target him down, because as soon as the Viper gets caught outside the base, it's with no support, it just becomes so much more difficult to get Viper out without the buyback.
The problem is they just have so much. Like Lifestealer can infest, he can be graved. So much like dodge and evasion.
So much save.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna run up again. They're smoked up.
Smoked up, but there's no one home.
Yeah, they're trying to get a ward up, which will help them for this fight. Yeah, I think GCDD just trying to get as much farm as possible while they know that Halo 3 will be just setting up for the high ground push. And now the Viper Illusions start, and Lifestealer walks in and will smack down this tower. The Arc Warden Illusion is in onto Pugner as well, doing huge damage. Clockwork out onto...
Clockwork doing what it needs to do at the back, getting the cogs onto the Dazzle.
Onto the Dazzle as well, which is nice, but the Lifestealer is chased basically all the way back into the base. And Arc Warden Illusion is still doing huge work in here, and now is Lifestealer...
Dazzle's getting low. Dazzle's down.
Dazzle down, the Viper gets on the back line, so the Clockwork will now come in, and they do not have their primary support. Viper, the racks are down though, so all that time, the Bristleback and the Lifestealer just focusing, and now can it just infest the Bristleback and get out whilst on low HP. Lovely hook shot from the Clockwork, but needs to be careful the Lifestealer doesn't burst out and just kill it. And now the Lifestealer's Aegis is reclaimed, so even if the Lifestealer had gone down there, it would have been Aegis.
Yeah.
And now it's against Mega Creeps as well. I missed the kill on the
rough.
Dazzle in the backlines because I was looking at the rest of the fight.
It took him so long, and it's
screen
only
is
because
not big enough.
he graved the hoodwink, keep the hoodwink alive. It still took so long.
Yeah.
Dazzle's got the greaves.
Ends up being a positive gold swing for GCDD, that fight in the end, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it when you lose your racks and you're now having to face up against the Megas.
Yeah, and actually the Dazzle's got quite a bit of gold now. Got the Ags, got the Lotus. And starts to get the feeling like the writing's on the wall on this
Yeah,
one.
just a touch. 37k lead.
Megas.
Yeah.
Be an incredible comeback.
BKB on Clockwork as well now. Your Dagon on Pugner, level 4 Dagon. Bloody hell. Yeah, Tormentor back up, so it looks like they might try and take this.
I feel like they could just do what they want now.
Yeah.
I think there's
Oh,
Viper's in.
Maddy's come in.
that is too far. He gets alive by the Pugner.
Yeah, nice stun onto the illusion by the hook shot. Again hits the illusion for the Arc Warden. Lifestealer getting shredded here, down.
Lifestealer's down.
Dead, but with buyback, and now the same for Bristleback. This little choke point
Oh!
is perfect for the
Four-man
Hoodwink.
bushwhack.
The Bushwhack was 4-man, and now they're struggling to kill this illusion, and now it gets healed. Rape King's first life goes down. Maddy will also go down,
Viper's
but does stay alive briefly because of the Rape King Ags. Now does get the Wisdom Rune. That's efficiency before they pop. And now it's big trouble for Clockwork as well. This damage from the actual Arc Warden is huge. Hoodwink getting damaged by the Pugner, but again the save from the Dazzle once again.
Run away.
Will just run away, and now the Wraith King is out in the middle of nowhere. Ducty
I gotta
is
say, meanwhile in base,
absolutely cooking
Shadow
on the
Demon
backlines
is
as well.
struggling
Triple
with
kill,
Megas.
and now the two supports take down the Wraith King. Don't need a carry there. Carries away getting triple kills. And B Machine will go down as well. Now it is Shadow Demon.
I'm not sure if they even need to push. I think.
Oh god, the shredding. And it's a GG called. Ducty
Wow.
mega kill streak. And that is game 1. As gritty as a hit. Halo 3 soundtrack, take the win.
Wow, there you go. Arc Warden, who'd have thunk it?
Arc Warden indeed. That is game number 1. Let's have a look at these stats then. 20 and 3 on the Arc Warden is quite nasty. Viper doing quite a lot of damage as well. 15 kills. Let's look at the old scoreboard stats then. Yeah, 91k damage from Arc Warden. Just your average 91k damage. So here we are. Right, I feel like I don't know if you're going to have the same MVP I am, Mark, but would you like to award the MVP? I have a feeling we might have the same one.
I think Vesper knows is going his way.
Yeah, the Dazzle plays were unreal.
So many saves. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
An easy MVP.
Yeah. The saves
30
are
assists. That's nuts. And just dishing out 27k heal within that as well, as you do.
I mean, 30k damage isn't bad for
Yeah.
Dazzle either, to be honest.
Yeah. Look how much damage he took too. Crazy. Yeah, very well played from Vesper.
Yeah. No. Oh, good game 1. Did just get out of hand for GCDD. So
Yeah, it was a lot to and fro in the middle there.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if they can come back in game 2. But we'll take a quick break, refresh our beverages and such. So yeah, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have game 2 between Halo 3 soundtrack and Gubcord Dota Division. See you in a moment. Alright, we're back. Welcome back. Game 1 went the way of Halo 3 soundtrack against GCDD. But we have a game 2 right around the corner. Everybody is in the lobby. I think my co-caster is just AFK, but will be rejoining me in a moment.
I'm here.
Ah, he's back. He's back.
A short moment.
So there's a lot of chat going on in the in the lobby chat right now. So we'll see. I think we're waiting for some people taking a little break, but then we'll be back in with the game. So, question then.
Yes.
Game 2, if you're GCDD, what do you change, if anything, to try and get the dub this time around? Is there like a specific ban that you want to take, or?
Well, didn't think we were in the position where we needed to ban Arc Warden, but
Yeah, maybe worthwhile. They
it
wouldn't
might
Arc
be,
Warden you 2 games in a row, though, right? Would
I
they?
mean, they could, but you don't want to get a reputation of people who play Arc Warden 2 games in a row. I mean, playing it once is bad enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what they need to do. I think, yeah, maybe the draft wasn't the best. I'm not sure if the Clockwork 3 was ideal. Especially at the moment, you like to have a lot of beef, and I feel like they were missing some of that with the Clockwork.
Yeah.
So I think they could pick up something that's a bit more run at you, a bit more soaking up the damage. That would go a long way. But actually, they played really well. It was super close in the middle of that game. A few fights went either way. It just ever slightly on the back foot all the time, so it was difficult for them to get ahead.
Yeah.
But they could have easily done so.
Absolutely. Right, we have a draft. Game 2 draft is up and running. So let's see what we get this time around. Yeah, I would expect... I would imagine there will be an Arc Warden ban. Although I also agree, I don't know if you would want to play it twice, but the fact that they can is probably might be enough to respect it. The Dazzle, now that is a
The Dazzle ban is good. Such an annoying hero to play against. And the Arc Warden ban straight after.
Basically, if you're gonna beat us again, you gotta play something different.
Yeah, I like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Do it again, but better.
So yeah, those are two. I think these are the same first bands for Halo 3 soundtrack as well. So they've gone Drow, Witch Doctor. I think Spirit Breakers is a new ban though. Don't think that was banned, and not least in the first phase this previous game. So
5 seconds remaining.
we'll see.
Radiant team ban.
And the Wraith King ban. Respect ban of the Wraith King as well, which was very effective in the last game.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary.
It absolutely shredded through the Bristleback in a way that I didn't expect.
5 seconds remaining.
My cat is absolutely...
Yeah, I heard that one.
You heard that one, yeah.
That was a big meow.
She wants my attention real bad. I'm trying to cast. You can't. It's okay. There we go.
And this time they banned the axe.
10
Oh yeah.
remaining.
The ban the axe and the dazzle, so...
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Boo wants to cast the game as well.
Dire team
It's
pick.
alright.
They're in.
Oh, so Techies was one of the things that was banned last time that has made its way through.
Okay,
So
it's a Techie's game.
being allowed the Techies. Now, is this still played as a POS 5? Or is this the carry Techies that we had the joy of
we had
playing against yesterday or
we had
whenever?
that. That wasn't very pleasant, actually.
No. And there's the Venge. One of
The
the most picked
9-slotted
heroes.
Techies is to be feared.
Indeed.
And if it's another hour-long game,
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds
So Venge,
remaining.
as we said before, one of the most picked heroes of the whole tournament, I think.
yep, solid.
So this will be the 8th
I mean,
pickup,
honestly,
I think.
just stun.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if she just had magic missile, she'd be as good.
Radiant team back.
Do you reckon this is Vesper on Venge? And if so, can we expect more, like some sick swaps, like we saw some great Graves? I hope so,
Yeah, I think we can.
providing that is the correct lane, of course. But you will see.
10 seconds
OD
remaining.
ban.
Yep.
Yeah, Halo 3 played that in one of their first games,
Fuck that.
which means it does have a 0% win rate because they lost that game,
Ban.
and it's the only pick of the throughout the entire tournament. So.
Great stuff.
Morphling ban. I guess you don't want to be Art Warden, you don't want to be Morphling, I would presume.
That's an equally frustrating hero to play against.
Yeah.
In a similar vein, if they pick it, and
5
it
seconds
normally means
remaining.
they know how to play it.
Dire team
If
pick.
they know how to play it, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Legion ban as well now. Which was banned in the last game as well.
I don't think I realised how many bans you get for
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? You know.
5 bans a piece and only one pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Sniper.
The second pick Sniper. Sniper was also banned out last time around, I think. I'm not sure who by,
Old Cardell.
but
I think
It
it
was-
was Halo 3 who
because they banned
it
Techies
last.
and Sniper, right?
10
Yes.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
That could be interesting.
Radiant team pick.
I'm a big fan of a sniper.
Dawnbreaker. Now, this is a hero. The old
Sniper might struggle against the techies. That reactive taser shit is shit.
10 seconds remaining.
yeah. Not to mention I love the Dawnbreaker. I love because of the vision. The like daytime vision is so crazy.
Yeah, that's nice.
And the Jakiro, a personal favorite of yourself.
Oh, I love Jakiro. I love that hero.
There we get a Jackie. Yeah, this is one. So I had a look. GCDD, the only other tournament they played is the Masters. Jakiro, they had a 100% win rate on with 2 picks.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry.
5 seconds
No,
remaining.
in this tournament it has a 100% win rate with 2
Dire
picks.
team pick.
And it's been banned out once.
Tidehunter.
Now,
Okay.
I love this hero. Tidehunter, huge, huge lad. He also has a 100% win rate, but only 1 pick. Because so early in the tournament, it's difficult to
Yeah,
do too
still
much. But
working up those stats.
it's good team fight. Adds good team fight for Halo 3.
5 seconds remaining.
Jackie obviously adding a bit of team fight as well for Gubcord. Lone
Yeah.
Druid.
Oh, well, there's your Arc Warden equivalent.
Lone Druid pick. Let's
I'm
see.
upset by that.
Yeah.
Nice.
LD. Has LD been played? I think it has already, by the looks of it. Or at least it's been banned. No, it's only been banned so
It's
far.
been played.
It hasn't been played, it's been banned. This is the first pick of Lone Druid. Spectre, really nice, onto the Sniper.
Yeah. Classic
Is
counter.
it too late to rotate the sniper to like pos 4 and then? Probably not. Actually, looking at
Probably
the lineup,
not.
but
Probably not.
10 seconds
that
remaining.
perhaps that's not what you want to do. But Spectre's real nice. One of my favourite heroes. The Haunt onto Sniper, as we said, is lovely. Just getting in behind. Helps again with the target prioritization. It's a nice hero to jump on top of. You can also Spectre Haunt and then bring Dawnbreaker in.
Yeah.
So there's a good combo there. But you would be isolated. My cat is really going for it. She really wants to gas this game.
Likes the Spectre pick.
Yeah, big fan of the Spectre pick. Because I play it, I think. She's moved away for now. I am safe.
10 seconds remaining.
Kunkka ban, Shadow Demon ban. Shadow Demon was very impactful in the last game, but they've decided to eliminate it themselves. I guess because they think they're looking for that pos 4/5 hero. And yeah, Shadow Demon obviously offers a lot of save and is the most banned hero of the tournament so far. So they added to that list. Yeah, and then Kunkka ban. So it was just interesting. I guess.
Team ban.
Yeah, so perhaps mid lane for Gubcord likes a mid Kunkka, which is fair. So I think it's definitely a mid we need for GCDD, right? Because you got Dawnbreaker. Unless you're going Techie's mid, Techie's core.
Or Jackie mid. You never know.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
If you hear any meowing in the background, it is my cat. Apologies for that. She's very sweet, but she likes to get my attention all the time. My girlfriend is literally in the same room as me 90% of the time as well, and she just stands behind me instead, and even though I'm doing something, and will just meow at me, but there we go. And try to attack me and bite me, so
Radiant team pick.
swings and roundabouts.
That's love.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she will just enter as a third co-caster whether I like it or not, to be honest. She'll be audible, so listen out.
Dire team pick.
Death Prophet. See.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, I'd guess.
The silence is nice.
Yeah. And then I guess for the side of
Yeah, I like that.
Halo 3,
Lots
still
of
looking for
damage.
a support, aren't you? But
Lots of
them are gonna
damage, a lot of tank. I think this is great. That's a good team.
5 seconds
and some
remaining.
push as well.
Yep. Yep. They've
Ember
made the
Spirit.
adjustment from
So
the last
this,
game. I
This
think.
is the mid. They have pivoted the sniper.
Mm.
Duck T is a Ember Spirit player. It has 0% win rate of the tournament, but
Vesper on the sniper.
so
So
yeah, support sniper and then Venge. So unfortunately, no clutch saves from Vesper, but
no swaps. Well,
um,
crazy ads might
Crazy
surprise
Ads
you.
We'll pull them out instead. Exactly.
Yeah.
Techie's Arcana, which we love to see.
So
That's a
who do you
sick
think is
Spectre set as well? Jesus.
who are you favouring with this then?
Oh god, there's like 2 lone druids on my screen. That's a bit weird. I'm gonna go for Gubcord again. I really like the Spectre Death Prophet, Dawnbreaker, like triple core. Techies is also just like annoying. Jakiro solid support as well.
Yep.
So I'll go that way, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you this time.
Wow.
I like their lineup.
So you want to get
They've
the
got-
prediction wrong then by going for me? Going with me, yeah.
Yeah, it's just well rounded. They've got a lot of beef as well, which is good.
Is anyone? Can you
Slightly
set...
worried about the. Oh, I can set up a.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind setting out the predictions, that'd be great, and I will get us set up for the cast. Right, I will introduce the teams whilst the predictions are coming in. So for
Okay.
GCDD, as the last game, we have Beam Machine on the core Spectre, we have MeepoOnAHorse on the Jackie, we have Maddy on Death Prophet, Gub, Stargazer on the Techies, and Skullbastard on the Dawnbreaker. Meanwhile, and there could be an early engage here, Falcus on the Tidehunter offlane, Crazy Ads on the Vengeful Spirit, CEO Jizz X Hand on the Lone Druid, Vesper on the Support Sniper, and Duck T on the Ember Spirit. I got confused then, not because I was struggling to read, although reading comprehension low. It was actually because they've managed to dodge each other by running literally around each other, which was kind of crazy that happened.
30 seconds to battle.
So, kind of crazy little dodge there between the two. So,
Yeah, the predictions are up, so yeah, put
I
your money where your mouth is.
cannot
If you think
predict, so.
you think Halo 3 are going to win again, put your beans in the bag.
10 beans, 30 beans.
10 beans.
Confident. 2 runes each way, and now Dawnbreaker reveals the whole god dang map.
Oh no.
It's not allowed to gamble. Yeah. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
I would put 10 on for you, but if I do that, then I can't close the predictions.
Okay.
Right, what is the matchup we have mid? Death Prophet versus Ember. Again, I think it might be fairly even.
Yeah. Yeah. The Death Prophet damage output is actually quite strong, so should be able to hold their own in the mid lane. Top lane, so we got this off lane Jakiro Dawn, which is quite nice. Lone Druid, hero that escapes me on basically everything, so I do not know. I know it's been reasonably strong recently because you have this talent where you only have 3 slots on your main lad.
Okay, you're gonna have to walk me through this because I just looked at it and it's confusing me. What?
So, reading from the thing, Lone Druid can only use the first 3 items in his inventory. These items' passive bonuses are more powerful. Other item slots do not provide any bonuses. Neutral slot is unaffected. So, with levels, it goes up the amount of stats.
So you get 30%, 75% more stats.
Yeah, from the items you have as your
from those
hero,
3 items.
which is why you'll have your, you got the +2 all attributes and stuff in there. So you got 30% at the moment. As I miss First Blood again.
Sorry, I'll take responsibility for that one.
Meanwhile, yeah, so bot lane looks like Sniper managed to bring down the techies, support techies, so yeah. Obviously the Spectre pick, obviously in retrospect now with the Sniper not being a core, potentially less effective, but still a very nice carry hero.
Yeah, it's not going to be bad against the Ember.
Meanwhile, top lane, they get a kill onto the Jakiro, and it looks like it was close, Venge very low as well. But I think the bear must have perished as well. It's on cooldown and not anywhere to be seen. So it looks like a bear kill in exchange for the life of the Jakiro on that one. It looks like to me, looking at these hero crests and stuff, a bit more like GCDD picking comfort heroes. Yeah, this Spectre Death Prophet looks like, and Jakiro as well. Heroes they played a fair amount, which is nice. Always good to get a little bit of comfort, especially you already gone down 1-0, so give yourself your best
the Lone
chance.
Druid again is one of those heroes like Arc Warden, which you don't play against too often. But when you do, it's normally quite scary.
Yeah.
So I'd be concerned about that if I was them.
Meanwhile, Techie's in a bit of trouble again. Sniper with the damage from the shrapnel. This is like the long range.
He's gone for the quick shrapnel challenge, facet.
Oh, and now Oh, the Techies does go down, but it will mean
Sniper might.
should mean a trade for the Spectre. Doesn't do that much
I
damage.
don't think he's got
unfortunately.
enough.
Does in the
Oh,
end.
he does.
Because the Tidehunter is sort of powerless to deal too much damage to the Spectre at the current time. Meanwhile, top lane, big brawl going on. Looks like Venge will go down, and for no trade.
Yeah.
So that's a
Gubcord
nice
getting
kill.
a couple of kills back.
And it looks like MeepoOnAHorse trying to get this bear to go down. Dawnbreaker walks up.
Bear's
couple
low.
smacks. Yeah, bear is
Bear's
low
really
and
low.
only just respawned as well.
the root,
Relatively recently. Now the root. MeepoOnAHorse in big trouble. Ooh, run. Oh, the stun. Oh, but it wasn't enough, the damage.
I
No.
didn't get the kill on the bear either.
Yeah, difficult. Yeah, the Venge respawning really helped in that one as well. Just coming back and
Little Midas armor. Desperately trying to figure out whether this lone druid talent is good or not. I guess it must be.
I was looking at the chat. Apparently, it was recently nerfed, so it's not as good. Oh shit! Meanwhile, bottom lane, they managed to get the kill onto the sniper. This Techies and sniper are having a basically just battling it out in this bottom lane. I should basically not leave it. It looks like Falcus can get a good bit of damage on, but the Tidehunter is just very, very resilient, so will not go down at the current time. Mid lane seems like we can just leave it where it is.
Yep. They're going to be fairly passive again.
Nice ice path top
Well,
lane to stop the advance of the lone druid. Going on the
Telling me
Dawnbreaker.
that was a nice ice bar.
Nice path. Yeah, both 6 in the mid lane. But Duck T ahead on CS again. The silence out to try and stop them from taking a rune, but not going to do too much. And Duck T will get away with the haste rune.
Sniper hanging around, and Becky's hanging around on low ATP.
Yeah, top lane though, they are going in onto the Jakiro again.
Oh, he's low.
Super low. Crazy Ad's chasing
Love
it
to
down.
get a bear kill again. Oh, and this courier's coming in from behind.
Yeah, the wave plus the stun will go down. Courier down as well. And now Dawnbreaker has to... There was the boots as well. That would have allowed them to run away faster. There was the boots. Meanwhile, Techies to go down again in the bot lane. Looks like Vesper is winning this duel between themselves and the Techies at the moment.
It's an Ward 2.
Spectre doing alright so far though. Decent amount of last hits.
Yeah.
Already level 5, which is helped by the Techies not being present some of the time. Oh, it's huge damage from the sniper shrapnel though. It's just such
That
a nasty
massive
amount of
is so disgusting.
damage. As Wisdom Rune picked up by MeepoOnAHorse in the top lane, looks like Halo 3s will go untouched for now, but it's because they're putting so much pressure on this bottom lane at the moment, and Sniper, I reckon, senses that there's probably more XP and a kill on the Techies once again. Spectre gets level 6, which will be very useful for making moves around the map if needed in the near future.
Techies was clicking the tide, but I don't think he did actually any damage.
Techies
55
on their way
damage.
mid again to try and deny the rune from which is oh, misses the sewer. What was it called? The blast
Silence
off.
coming out. And the Spectre's in as well.
They're going in onto Duck T.
Big dip.
Oh,
He's out.
Does get out. And now they need to run because the sniper's TP'd as well. Oh, he does it.
And he
He gets
gets
the
the
Techies
Techies.
for good measure as well.
Sleight of fist.
So unfortunate. Spectre not quite enough to get the kill, plus the remnant away.
It's not the rotation they were looking for.
No. It's called Blast Off, isn't it? I forget it's called Blast Off. I know it's changed ages ago, but I've played techies in a long time.
A nice stun here.
Yeah, so
oh, that's
lovely
a nice
blast. That
blast.
bear is going down, but they need to... and now they will run away on the side of Halo, you would think, without the bear up front.
Yeah, it's on cooldown for a minute as well. He's transformed.
The lone druid. While he's transformed, yeah, as you say, was used.
So tanky for level 6. Nearly 2k HP. What? Oh, techies getting caught out again. Managing to run away.
Will be chased down by the tide. Does have Ravage up, so.
Creating some space, I guess.
Oh, swap under the tower in the top lane. Dawnbreaker gets caught,
deep.
but it's a nice counter stun from the Jakiro, and now the Dawn will try and run away as GCDD rotate their mid. Death Prophet is here.
Very early ult.
Yeah, and it looks like the two heroes will probably
They
just
want
get
it.
out. Looks like bottom lane for Lone Druid, and Maddy also TPing out pretty much straight away. Dawnbreaker uses
Onto the vent.
Oh, does go down in the end anyway.
Make the trade.
And now the Lone Druid comes back. Meanwhile,
Death Prophet is
it's gone bot
in
lane.
deep on the Tide bot
Does
with
some
the
good
ult.
damage. Does some good damage onto the Tide, but it doesn't have too much support, so might need to.
Yeah, not the best use of the ult there from Death Prophet, but
Lone Druid just hopped through the portal and back again to dodge those two.
yeah,
Those two
he'll
fights.
be okay losing a bit of mana, staying alive.
Ruin of double damage.
Oh, they got 2 onto the Ember, but the Ember's got an AD.
Oh, they got a
Nice
they got a
stun.
3. Oh, lovely damage from the Dawnbreaker and the stun just out of the thing, and the secure the kill from the Spectre with the reality in.
Very nice.
Very nice. That's who you want
That's
the
a
kill
good
to go to. Now they can follow up. Crazy Ad's in big trouble. Huge damage.
Bear here
Dawnbreaker
as
back
well.
in again. Although needs to be careful. Spectre low and big damage coming out. The tower hit might take him down. No, survives. But the Ravage comes in and now Skullbastard
That's
in a bit of trouble.
Oh.
Dawnbreaker will go down instead. Better that than the Spectre, but with Ravage used, not bad
Yeah.
fight in the end for Gubcord division.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely helpful for the Spectres.
Yeah, big
Spectre's
kill
gone.
onto the Ember as well. With the AD as well. I felt very strong, but
Already gone for the Blade Mill.
quite.
It's out and online.
Oh, now MeepoOnAHorse is in
no.
big trouble. Assassinate out. Goes down to Falcus on the Tide. Obviously, like I said, Ravage down after that fight, but looks like Halo 3 is ready to start moving as a group. And that is really the benefit of Ember as well, as you can sort of just start getting quite mobile very early, moving around the map. Same for Spectre too, though. Spectre can be farming
Yeah, they've got the answer with it.
wherever and hop in as needed, so.
Just who can make better use of it, I guess. Thanks for gearing up the Radiance. Get to work on that now. Yeah, looks like it's been rough for Death Prophet.
Yeah, I think just compared to the Ember not getting as much out the lane. Yeah, behind the Dawnbreaker on net worth as well, a little tricky. But Tide also out farmed the
Yeah.
the Ember too, so neither side really getting that much in the mid lane by the looks.
No.
They're
Tide
just
did
definitely
do
gonna help
well
over.
in the lanes, and they had a few kills down there, so
Yeah, exactly.
gonna help out.
We need to be careful on the Spectre now. Getting the slow from Tide. Doesn't have Ravage for 30 seconds, but the damage from the Sniper is quite large. And they found Techies on the
DPL's
side as well.
out.
But DPL in return. Now the Dawnbreaker will pop in. Huge stun onto the Bear and also the Tide, whilst on the other side Techies and Venge both perish. And now Jakiro follows suit as Ducty is cleaning up on that side and has found the
Death
Spectre.
Prophet's doing work
Needs
on
to
the
be
other
careful.
side, but it's low now.
And once
Oh.
again, GCDD suffer from splitting the fight too much.
Yep.
The only, I mean, it's bad for them. They lost all 5. It's bad for me. I can't keep everyone on screen at once. But yeah, it looks like on the one side you had the Spectre Techies and Jakiro all going down, and then in the middle, Dawnbreaker coming in on top of the Death Prophet. So again, just a little bit of lack of clarity maybe on like which target is to be prioritized, which would be probably helpful to at least taking down one of the heroes. Like you say, Death Prophet was doing work with that ult as well, but just not enough damage. Needed +1, and they're all perished already on the other side. So
no support.
it's unfortunate. But it's also the thing that Ember can do to you. It's like you can start causing a bit of chaos in the back lines, like taking down the 2 supports really quickly.
Yeah.
Constant panic as they will
Onto the Venge in the mid.
Will rift in onto the Venge, but Duck T is there, but won't be able to do much to follow up. Needs to be careful now. Death Prophet having a look, but I don't think they want to chase this one down if they can help it.
Bit more tricky for them to start making plays now, but
yeah, they'll have to start playing around a bit more with this Stormbreaker ult sort of. It's like Dawnbreaker Death Prophet ult kind of timing. I'd say I think the plan was absolutely fine in that fight from those 2 heroes, like to go in like Dawnbreaker haunt in. That's the Spectre. Like jump in on top of the
both.
Death Prophet.
Both.
Yeah, and they could have done with the Haunt as well. I think the Spectre got caught out on the side at the start of that fight, and from then on it was kind of difficult for them to get back into the fight. Maybe that's where the difference could be made next time, but they're also from Halo 3, they did disrupt the farm of the Spectre.
Dawnbreaker
will be caught out.
It's a nice ice path.
It is lovely, but now they need to be careful they don't lose more. The nice silence onto the Ember, which is huge, but as soon as that
They're
wears
getting
off,
aggressive here with the shield rune.
Yeah, there might be a follow-up remnant, but they do just let them go this time around, as Lone Druid continues to farm. So I have Gleipnir currently.
Yeah, if you're Gubcord, you just need to wait for the Spectre now to get an item.
Techie's going down in the mid lane as well. Huge damage out from Duck T and Sniper. This support Sniper is doing work at the moment.
This getting caught out business isn't going to be working well for them.
Yeah, 8k lead already, 75% Dota Plus win probability currently.
And look, they're coming now for more onto Death Prophet.
Yeah, let's see her farming the wave. And now Tide. I don't think he will hesitate to drop the Ravage if he needs to. Silenced up. Nice silence from Maddy. And now the Dawnbreaker comes in. With the Death Prophet ult, so this could be the fight, but now the Tidehunter ult comes out just before Falcus almost dies. MeepoOnAHorse gets very low. Techies blast off into the middle, will go down. Jakiro also and Dawnbreaker perish. Now Death Prophet is left to run, gets assassinated, and 4 will go down for just the Tide. It was the kind of fight we were talking about, but it still doesn't end up going well for GCDD at the moment.
That's a sharp inhalation of breath. That. Great casting of spells from Gubcord, but
just the heroes just do not
lacking
die.
damage. not quite enough.
Well, they managed to get the Tide, but yeah, it's difficult, especially in that particular situation. Like the Death Prophet's being caught out, and they're initiating on you, but they have like you said, they have the spells to be able to deal with that with the Spectre, Haunt, and the Dawnbreaker to jump on, but it just not enough damage at the current time. I think possibly a legacy of like the kills in the laning phase, putting them a touch behind, so they just lack a bit of damage. And Spectre is it's not really any closer to Radiance.
No.
And it's not for the want of trying. I mean, Halo 3 have been very good at moving around the map and causing some chaos.
Yeah, the quicker that Radiance can get online.
They're going to catch up Shakiro bot lane as well. Nice ice path again, and drops the macro for good measure, but not going to do too much. And now Techies will also suffer the same fate. Does disarm the Ember, which is nice, with the Remnant across. Some big damage from Techies actually. Ducty did take a lot, but not quite enough. And now
That's tier 2.
they will take this tier 2. They need to buy some time for Spectre, as much as they can. But those pickups will not help, although they will respawn quickly enough to defend high ground if needed. But I would imagine if you're Halo 3, you'd wait just a touch,
Yeah,
push in the
absolutely.
remaining outer towers before setting up for that sort of push.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spectre C is now in the mid lane, needs to move down to this bottom mine area and just start farming in there. They've scanned them out, so they know they're around this and obviously taking this outpost. So Spectre really needs to, yeah, just keep on hitting creeps as much as possible. Alright, resummons the bear, and now, oh, it's a double root, followed up by the Gleipnir onto 2, and that is just so much damage. And they,
Not the way you start your fight.
the Dawnbreaker Jakiro just melt with the Assassinate coming out as well. Yeah, Spectre, go, Spectre, go off onto the into the jungle as my cat once again has some very important feelings about that fight. Just right in my ear. That was so loud.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's becoming more and
Yeah.
more difficult. This is sort of a
Halo
fast
3
track
running
game
away
one.
with it. I still feel like they could turn it around if they
Mood of invisibility.
manage to just get their foot in the door a bit, but they always seem so split and
Yeah, which is yeah,
Not-
you know, difficult.
not really playing together as much as Halo 3 are playing.
Yeah, it's difficult because you can bring the other heroes in, but it's not quite working, and just a lack of damage. And
Yeah. Which is going to finish up the Sacred Relic, so that's, that's good. We're falling behind rapidly in farm. We'll continue to until that Radiance comes.
yeah, Tormentor. I think the Tormentor gave it to the carry, the Legion Commander, who's the carry, rather than, I presume, Falcus, who wanted to get it.
The Lone Druid, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So it gave it to the Lone Druid, but I think Falcus was the one who wanted it, because I think they've got all the other shards, and so it gave it to
Yes.
who is their highest net worth rather than their. So there you go. Now they will move to Rogue.
The water is really good actually as well. I'm not sure what Lone Druid does. But basic dispel. Yep. And this will be Roche.
The bear getting low again. Just gets resummoned. It's not quick. Not been a quick process, this Roshan. But yeah, the 16k lead is only getting bigger. No one. Oh, Tide takes the Aegis. Perhaps that's payment for the shard that didn't go his way.
He's got the shard now anyway.
I guess he bought it just as the.
Yeah.
And so.
Look at. Have you mentioned the Techies Mines mid?
Oh no. Good point. That isn't.
It's
That is
the
a
only
lot of
lane
mines.
they have a tier 2 still.
And they've also spotted out Beam Machine, who's in a bit of trouble now. Has enough gold and has actually purchased the Radiance, but will die before potentially they even get to use it, as it is now in their base, but dead with no buyback after that purchase.
To be honest, I don't think he's ready to use it straight away anyway. He'll want to farm a bit with it first. Big Ravage
I don't
onto
think it's gonna
3.
get any time. Nice Ravage and
Light Mirror
follow-up
on
damage.
2 down.
And lovely little jump in from the Dawnbreaker. Good stun onto the Tide, but
The
just don't
Prophet's
have the
in with
damage
the ult.
with the Prophet. Yeah, it goes down before
dead.
too much damage can be done. Need to buy back if they want to keep fighting, but it could just be GG. Like you said, Spectre never gets to use the Radiance. Rough game. A kind of turbocharged game 1.
They called it.
And it has been called.
Called it.
So that is 2-0 for Halo 3 Soundtrack in the series Group 3 against GCDD. GG's, well played all.
Yeah, Halo 3 take the second game as well.
Yeah, so a 2-0 for them after going 0-2 in their first series. Like I said, it looked like a close set of games against Wogan's Wizards, so probably unfortunate to come away with at least a win in that particular one. So, but yeah, I think Halo 3 probably taking the momentum of game 1 there and just supercharging it.
Yeah, Gubcord never got into it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, always on the back foot,
Yeah.
and never really challenged this this lone druid or this ember too much, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do you want any MVPs for this particular game?
You can give it to Ducty. I think he made some moves around the map and got some kills, made things happen. I mean, he went 14 and 1.
Yeah, can't complain.
That's
Cannot complain at all.
kind of what you want for your mid. Set him up.
Yeah, exactly. Big damage as well. A game so short, you don't get time to do too much damage, but that is quite a lot considering. Yeah, 14 kills as well. But yeah, this graph only went one way, unfortunately.
Doing loads of damage down there with the shrapnel, I guess.
Yeah. So game 2 then.
There you go.
Goes the way of Halo 3 Soundtrack. They win the series 2-0. So in the groups, that puts them 2-2 now. 2 wins, 2 losses. But good games all round. GG's. Any closing thoughts, Mark, before we move on?
No, I think it's good. I mean, Gubcord, I think they can take a big boon from the first game. They played really, really well. It's a shame they didn't get into it in the second game, but those things happen, you know. It's, nothing to be too sad about.
Yeah.
Well done to Halo 3. Really controlled the game nicely.
Absolutely, and just started to roll. Just started to roll and got that momentum quicker in this game than they did in the previous. Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, another couple games in the books. I think there is another series going on at the moment. So I'll just double check that we're still... I think that's still live, so I will just send the raid over. And we can carry on watching Dota, if that sounds good to everybody here. I think there's a little multi-stream action going on anyway. But
what was the other game that's
it's Breaking Baps versus Team Solid, which looks like it's in a little break at the moment. So we may have missed the first game, but there might be another.
Just in time for game 2.
It does look that way. Right, cool. Let me set up the raid. But thanks everybody for joining and watching. It was much appreciated. If you'd like to follow the stream, feel free. It sends a really, really loud animation in my ear during the game, which is nice actually. It's what we like to see. But otherwise, if you don't, that's all good. But we will be we will be casting more games. Hopefully, we'll also be playing in more games. So, for Team Tit Warblers. So we will see how that all goes. But thank you very much for joining me, Mark, as well as always.
Thank you for having me.
And we will send it over to Sergeant Cortez now. See you in a bit. Peace.